Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Surjit Singh. In this third video on Python programming, I'll introduce a new data type named strings. Let us begin. In this session, we will discuss about creation and saving of string constants, about their lengths, and about processing of their characters. We shall discuss about the concatenation of strings, determination and change of cases of their characters, and about extraction of characters and slicing of a string. We will have examples about their split, join, and replace methods. Finally, we will discuss about the escape characters for the formatting of the output. Like lists, strings have an ordered arrangement. However, unlike lists, strings are not mutable. It means that we cannot change the characters of the string or their order. Strings are defined within quotes. Second line of this program defines a string platform number 9 whole 3 by 4 and saves it in the memory in a variable named Hogwarts train, and third line prints it on the output screen. A string is an ordered arrangement of characters which includes alphabets, digits, spaces, punctuation marks, arithmetic symbols, and many more special characters. Len function returns the number of characters in the string. Spaces are also counted as characters, so length of Hogwarts train is 10. We print it. We can also write a string within single quotes. It is especially useful if double quote is a part of the string. A string that starts with a single quote ends only with a single quote. We print this also. Class of string variables is called str. String of length 1 is known as a character. An empty string means two double quotes with no character in between. Joining of two strings with plus sign is called concatenation. Let us consider two string variables x and y, add them in the expression x plus y, and store the result in variable z. Z has characters of x which are followed by characters of y. The result of the expression is a string, so z is also a string type variable. We print it. In this modification, z gets the characters of x, after which we have three entries of the characters of y that we save in z. Same expression can also be written using star operator. After x, y is present thrice in z. Like lists, strings are also iterable, which means that we can process the characters of a string one by one. Consider a variable plant which has rows as a string. We will iterate over the characters of this string one by one. We have learnt about the syntax of for statements in lists. For and in are reserved words of Python, and we should not use them as variable names. Ch is the loop variable. Both ch and plant are of string type. For statement ends with a colon and we indent the body of the loop by 4 steps towards right. This time body of the loop has only one line. Python will execute this line for each character of the string. In the beginning of the loop, ch becomes r and we print it. This iteration of the loop ends. In the next iteration, ch becomes o, the body of the loop prints o this time. In the next iteration of the loop, character is s and we print this also. The last iteration of the loop prints e. At this stage, all iterations of the loop end and we come out of the loop and proceed further with the rest of the program. If we print ch outside the loop, Python may print the latest value once again. However, scope of the variable ch lies within the loop only and we should not use it outside the loop. You have to be an expert if at all you use it here. Anyway, this is considered a bad programming style. For strings also, certain methods are available. We will discuss some useful methods of string class. Consider a string x. We save it in memory and print it. Note that we cannot terminate a string starting with double quotes by a single quote. So single quote is a part of this string. IsUpper is a method of the string class. This checks if all alphabets of the string are in uppercase or not. the result is false because variable x has some lowercase alphabets, namely a, s, and j. X is not in lowercase either because capital B is present in it. Upper is another method of string class. It converts all alphabets of the string to uppercase and we save the result in new variable y. It does not disturb the non-alphabets of the string. We print y to check its contents. Similarly, we convert x to lowercase, save it in z and print it. Y and z are new strings that we create by assignment statements. However, x remains the same. We cannot change the characters of a string because strings are non-mutable. Of course, we can create it again in a new assignment statement. Now, if we print y is upper, the result is true. We can check that z is lower is also true. Consider a list of cities. A string can be used to join these cities to get another string that we name as root. The string used in the join method appears between every item of the list, but not at the beginning or the end. We can use any iterable as the parameter in the join method. String is itself an iterable. We use a comma and a space to join the characters of the word difficulty to get its spellings. \n in a string is a new line marker. If present in the beginning of the string, it gives a blank line, and in the middle, it breaks the line into two. Consider this coded message in which z is placed randomly at various places. We want to remove all z's to read it easily. We will perform the decoding in two steps. Split method is helpful in this case. Split z generates a list of strings that we obtain after breaking the coded message at all z's. We save them in a list variable named splits and print it. Now we join all the items of this list with an empty string in between and the job is done. With a little effort, we can combine the two steps into one. Replace method of strings can do this job in one step. We can replace all z's in the string with an empty string. Format method of strings is used for formatting the output. Consider this program. Each pair of braces is replaced turn by turn with the result of the arguments of the format. So printing of result gives this output. Now consider another program. As the scores are of different digits, the tabulation is poor. So we give :4D in the format. Output is properly tabulated as each number now takes space for 4 digits. However, if a number has more than 4 digits, it will still take more space. F format is used for floating point numbers. 9.2F means that the output has 9 spaces in all and the number is rounded to 2 decimal digits. A slice of a string is called its substring. Consider the string that we saved in Hogwarts train. Like lists, strings also form ordered data type, so characters of a string are indexed. The indices start with 0 and not 1. Length of the string is 10. Indices range from 0 to length -1. We can refer to any character of the string by its index. Index must be an integer. It is written within square brackets after the variable name. Print Hogwarts train 0 prints the starting character of the string. Next character at index 1 is F. Character at index 5 is 9. Index equal to 10 or more go outside the string, so print Hogwarts train 10 will give an error. Such errors are detected when we run the program. So these are not syntax errors and we call them runtime errors. We use negative indices for counting backwards from the end of the string. -1 refers to the last character and -3 to the third last character of the string. We can get the characters of a string, but we cannot change the characters of a string because the strings are not mutable. We can use slicing to get a substring. Like lists, index range of a slice has a colon in it. 2:7 means that the slice starts from character at index 2 but it ends before index 7. So character at index 7 is not part of the slice and the 5 characters selected in the slice are m space hash 9 hyphen. If first part of the slice is missing, we assume it to be the beginning of the string. So Hogwarts train of :6 means first 6 characters that are the characters between indices 0 and 5. If second part is missing, we assume it to be the end of the string. Hogwarts train 4: means all characters from index 4 to the end of the string. If index is just a colon, we copy the entire string from beginning to end. This produces a deep copy of the string. If we want to skip some characters periodically, we use third component also in the slice range. In the slice range 083, the step is 3, so we select characters at 0, 3 and 6 to get p space hyphen. We can save a slice in another string variable. Some control characters are required in the strings for formatting the output. They are called escape characters. They all begin with a backslash. We know that the new line is /n. These are some more escape characters for formatting the output. /O is used for getting octal value of a number while XHH for its hexadecimal value. We enclose strings within quotes. If we want that the quote should be a part of the string and it should not act as a terminator, we write it after backslash. Finally, if we want backslash to be the part of the string, we write it twice. In this session, we discussed string constants and variables and their character by character processing and also concatenation of strings and their lengths. We also discussed methods to check and change cases of string characters and their join, split, replace and format methods. We discussed about slicing of strings. We also discussed escape characters for formatting the output. Finally, we assert once again that strings are non-mutable, so we cannot change the characters of a string. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please feel free to ask for further clarifications on my email address given below. Looking forward to your comments. Please stay tuned for more.